Bob Dylan has been released from the hospital. It's not that he's better, it's just that his voice was irritating the doctors. Sorry, I had to give one of my writers the finger. Well, good evening. Welcome to my world of illusion. Let's see what's new in the world this week. President Clinton delivered the commencement speech at West Point last weekend. Even though he never served in the military, the president was welcomed by the cadets because of his expertise in other areas crucial to military service, like sexual harassment. And a lawyer for Paula Jones says he may bring up President Clinton's sexual history if it helps her lawsuit against him, and might even call on Hillary Clinton to testify. Hillary? Why would they have to go that far back into his sexual history? Meanwhile, Robert Bennett, President Clinton's attorney, said this week that his client will never, ever say he's sorry to Paula Jones. Bennett said, Bill Clinton has a huge schlong. There's absolutely nothing to apologize for. Gerald Bolt, mayor of Parma, Ohio, says he'll fight to keep the city under one area code. You go, Bolt. Fight the power! Attica! Attica! Fargo, North Dakota's Catholic Diocese has obtained a record 12 priests this year, ordained a record 12 priests, 5 more priests than the Diocese of Los Angeles. And if that's not amazing enough, you know old Arnie Bjornsson has the Exxon station next to the Dairy Queen down there on Route 7? It's Cowhead twins. Sorry, somehow I got on the mailing list for the Fargo Penny Saver. Just gave you one up front, because I knew that was coming, you jerk. Send me out here with that piece of shit. All right, people who ate salad at the Waffle House restaurant in Tulsa or Catoosa, Oklahoma, between May 20th and May 21st are being urged to get a hepatitis A shot. Now, let me clarify, Oklahomans. If you had the Waffle House Niçoise salad, you should be okay. But if you got the salad of warm duck and shiitake mushrooms with the truffle oil, well, you may want to board up your ass for the season, okay? The bad news, Neil Young had to postpone his European tour after slicing the top off of one of his fingers, cutting a ham and cheese sandwich. The good news, he's written an 11-minute song about it. I've seen the bread knife firm. Where is done. South Carolina has begun a statewide alligator count. $1,191. I don't know, my family drove past a car wreck with Indians once, and I've had this amazing gator power ever since. Oh, wait. One just died in Florida. 21-and-a-half-year-old named Chompy. He was hit by a golf cart. He will be missed. I'm going to give myself the finger on that one. Oh. I so misread this audience. You're crocodile people. You're obviously croc people. Donovan Bailey won the 150-meter match race against Michael Johnson earlier this week with a time of 15 seconds to claim the title of the world's fastest man, a claim being disputed by my wife. Whenever you do a couple bad high-concept jokes, make fun of your dick. That's my comedy words to live by. I knew I had a problem when smoking the cigarette afterwards lasted longer than the actual sex act. You know, they say every cigarette you smoke makes your life 7 minutes shorter, and I know that's true because I had an uncle, and the first cigarette he ever smoked was on an airplane, smoked the cigarette, immediately dropped dead of a heart attack. 7 minutes later, the plane crashed into a mountain. Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but America's attitude about smoking has become more hostile than a militia member at a tax audit. These days, even the Philip Morris employee cafeteria has a no-smoking section. If you walked into a restaurant and loudly demanded that they serve you a char-broiled live puppy, you'd probably cause less of an outcry than you would by simply sitting down and lighting up a smoke. When I say smoke, I'm talking mostly about cigarettes, although I guess with the increasing popularity of cigars, we have to include them in tonight's discussion. For years, cigars concerned only half of the population, but their usage is growing more prevalent with the fairer sex. For women, smoking cigars is like going to Chippendales. You're basically saying, look, guys, we can be just as big a bunch of assholes as you can. And you know, I hate to burst your bubbles, ladies, but you can't. Now, it's been proven that tobacco company executives' sworn congressional testimony concerning the addictive powers of nicotine had all the sincerity of Johnny Cochran's tie rack, but who can possibly be shocked by this? Any company in the Americas in business to make money constantly comes to ethical crossroads, and while all will gas it through a closed yellow light, some will just blow right through the red with their eyes closed, just hoping they don't get T-boned by the lumbering vehicle that is the federal government. Tobacco companies will stop at nothing to win the smoking wars. Now their scientists are saying some of the smoking research data is no longer valid because contemporary mores now dictate that the rats have to step outside their mazes to have the smoke. But don't blame the tobacco makers. Don't blame the cigarette makers. Tobacco companies are being sued way too much. I admit they're evil poison mongers who give other evil poison mongers a bad name. Yes, they lie about the addictive nature of their products and they get rich doing it. But come on, tell the truth. We all knew they were lying all along. If you're saying you didn't know cigarettes were bad for you, you're lying through the hole in your trachea. Of course. Of course it causes lung cancer. Of course it causes emphysema. It's fucking smoke! Would you build a campfire every hour and stand real close and take deep breaths? How could you not know smoking is bad for you? Is having teeth the color of caramel corn normal? Is coughing up your lungs one smoldering loogie at a time normal? God gave you 2 lungs, so don't be an asshole. Think. Use 1 lung for smoking and the other one for breathing. Here are some signs that it might be time to quit smoking. 1, before lighting up, you wrap a nicotine patch around your cigarette. 2, your newborn twin sons are named Benson and Hedges. 3, you name each cigarette and have a personal conversation with it while you smoke. 4, you're at Arlington Cemetery paying your respects to JFK and you lean over and light one up off the eternal flame. And number 5, you shit pure tar. Listen, the bottom line on cigarette smoking is it's really just the way you interpret things. I mean, they say smoking gives you cancer. Sure, you can be negative and look at that as a bad thing, or you can see that smoking, gives you cancer. It gives it to you. It's a present. Well, here's cancer. Thank you very much, Mr. Cigarette. When I find myself in a room where everybody's smoking and it gets too intense, you know what I do? I don't start waving my hand around and fake coughing. I don't start rattling off heart and lung disease, cancer stats like some autistic surgeon general. I don't lecture anybody about their lifestyle choices. I leave the room, okay? My acceptance of smokers is one of the compromises, one of the little negotiations that one must make if one is to live in a modern urban society. I don't know why people complain about secondhand smoke. At nearly $2 a pack, don't you realize how much money they're saving you? And plus, if you smoke, you get to read matchbook covers and learn about the exciting career opportunities awaiting in cartooning. And hey, to all you militant anti-smokers who I see every day screaming at strangers for lighting up, if you were that concerned about your lungs, what in the fuck are you doing in L.A., okay? Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I want to know what you think, America. Give me a call at 1-800-522-8673. I guess the most apt description of tonight's guest is that he currently performs my old job, towelboy at Plato's Retreat. No, actually, he's... He anchors the Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, and he has recently quit the nasty habit of smoking. Norm Macdonald. Norm! Now, you're a young iconoclast, Norm. The kids, they get you.
What? I was going to wear a suit, and
I don't need to. I like this whole D.B. Cooper look for you, man. This is... Now,
is he the guy that jumped out of the plane?
No. He's married to Alice Cooper. Now, the thing You remember you wrote for my first talk show?
Yeah, you gave me my first job.
And I used to come in the room, and you and Drake Sather had no lights on. It was like some fucking Anton LaVey Satan cult in there. And you guys used to turn out the sickest jokes ever. And everybody was always smoking. Then I see you on Saturday Night Live during the opening credits. And one of the things I like about you is you're completely unfiltered on that show. You'll say anything. And I saw in the picture you had a cigarette in your mouth. This guy just doesn't give a shit. So I asked you to come on. I find out you pussed out on me and quit smoking. What is that all about?
No, because it's bad for you. They have these fucking things on the side. You have to read the fine print where it says, it's bad.
Now, when did you first start smoking?
I started smoking as a kid, like when I was... I think I was like 14, and I thought, I'll look really cool like if I start smoking, because I didn't get along with anybody. So I started smoking. Wouldn't you know it, I did look cool. All of a sudden, all these broads like me and everything. Not broads, but ladies, girls. And it was hard, though, man, because I was guilty about it all the time I smoked, because I always thought, I always knew it was bad for me, Like, even though some guys will say that it's good because their uncle lived long or something, he smoked, and they'll go, hey, what about, that old guy, Bert Mustin, what about that guy, And then he just because he lived long, that doesn't mean anything, right? That's just one guy. You can't, just because Bert Mustin lived long, you're all of a sudden...
You did your master's thesis on this, didn't you? Now, did people bother you a lot when you're smoking? Were people pissed off when...
Yeah, people don't like when you smoke, They're bothered, like... I gotta admit, though, secondhand smoke is bad. Like, I don't like... When I smoked, I didn't like secondhand smoke. Yeah. I like that first-hand smoke, because you get to suck it right out of the cigarette, And the secondhand... Any fucking thing that's already been ingested by someone is not as good, You know what I mean? like a pork sandwich is delicious, but after a digested pork sandwich, that's fucking shit. You know?
You can't fight that logic, Norman. You cannot. Do you think advertising brings kids to smoking? You know, there's a lot of fight with the Joe Camel thing. Do you think they really?
Yeah, definitely they got it. Because the thing is this, the advertisers, they got to go after kids because they're not going to get adults. Like, there's not going to be a 50-year-old guy going, hey, I should start smoking. That goddamn Camel. Look at him. They got to get little children.
Joe Camel.
Yeah.
That's a frightening looking beast.
He looks like a cock. I read it. Yeah. I didn't make this up.
And I know you don't mind first-hand cock, but...
You don't know that. Don't say that. I know how this stuff happens, man. Because a buddy of mine worked on Saturday Night Live, and he said he was a fag once, as a joke. And then he said everybody comes up to him and saying, are you a fag? Gay man, I mean.
Show about smoking. They thought you meant the British word for cigarette. All right.
Exactly. Can I bum a fag? That's what they say in England.
Where else? All right.
The thing about Joe Camel looking like a cock, Dennis.
I lost my train of thought. Thanks for bringing me back.
Is this is what I've noticed. He doesn't even look like a fucking camel. He looks so much like a cock because you know how it's usually subliminal?
Yeah.
Where you have to find the cock, right? This character, you have to find the goddamn camel.
Yeah, believe me, when you only get 2 humps out of a cock, it's not worth smoking. All right, now, line 2, we got a phone call for you. Although I can't believe they'd still be on the line after this departure. Line 2, we've got Beverly from Middletown, Ohio. Beverly?
Yeah, hi, Dennis. Hi, Norm.
Hi, you didn't know my name, I don't think.
Yes, I did. I watched Saturday night.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I liked it when Dennis was on it.
Yeah, I did too. I watch Dennis every Friday.
Get out of here. You're great at that, man. You're great at this. You know why? Because you don't give a shit about Dennis. You know what I mean? It's like the best thing you can do. Whenever I'd go on, they'd go, what's it like following Chevy? And I like Chevy. He makes me laugh. What the fuck do I think about Chevy? I'm trying to make a living here.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I see you, I know you're thinking the same thing. Like, screw Dennis. I'm killing. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, since nicotine is such an addictive drug, do you think someday you'll have to have a prescription to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Well, you know, they always bring up the Constitution and talk about how we should still have the right to a militia and all that. But let's face facts, this country was built on tobacco growers. So, you know, if you're going to start changing, if you're not going to change one thing because it comes from way back then, you can't change this either. There are farmers out there who make a living. Tobacco is one of the crops that got this country going. So, no, I don't think they'll ever make it illegal.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't make it illegal. I know.
I think Norm's backing me up on that. What motivated you to quit?
Well, I guess I read this thing about how it was like a phallic symbol, and my doctor went in. He said, you probably have an oral fixation, which you know what that means. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So that's why I always smoke like cigarettes instead of cigars, because if I'm gonna have I like a little white thin cock, you know?
Are we back to cocks again, huh? I go away to Ohio, Middletown, the center of the universe, to take a nice clean call, and then I space out. I'm thinking, I can't listen to Norm for a second. I gotta get a time cue here. I come back and you're talking about having a thin white cock in your
I don't have a thin white cock. In my cock, you mean?
No.
In my mouth. No, you misunderstand.
Oh,
What I'm
okay.
saying is this. I'm just saying
Don't
that
make the mistake of thinking I fucking listen to you.
I just want to make it clear about that cock thing. I was just saying, if I ever was gay, if they like suddenly made it mandatory or something, then I would choose the smallest cock, and I would like a guy that came fast. I don't know. I thought the subject was cocks.
No, Cox is next week.
I'm sorry. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen. Anything new? Stick around. I thought I was beyond blushing. All right, let's go. Mr. President, it's me, Janet Reno. Why are you staring at me like that? Sir, snap out of it. Sir, sir. Guess it all seems real sedate after the long cock ride. Here we see Secretary of State Madeleine Alcock at a nation conference holding one in until the next noisy applause break. The Intercoccinal Impressionist Championship had come down to a face-off between San Francisco Mayor Willie Koch and his Popeye the Sailor Man and Senator Dianne Feinstein's Jay Leno. Caught a fly, won't let it go, got it right here. Sometimes the Pope will stop in the middle of a mass and remember the joke about the nun and sexy Shlomo, the traveling rabbi. Here, an extremely hungover Boris Yeltsin tells his interpreter to keep his goddamn voice down. If I may give you a piece of advice, my son, you never call a girl the day after a date. Wait at least a week, then call. Mukhtar, the human battering ram, wanted to retire. After dropping off her children at daycare, as Fatima hurried from her Die American Dogs rally to the mandatory attendance public execution, she wondered if her hectic, fast-track modern lifestyle was really worth all the compromises. This next painting I call Fuck You, Ike Turner, Part 70. Driven by artistic inspiration, the sculptor forgets that the whole project started when he playfully covered his wife with sand. And this is all that would be left of a typical Englishman after a nuclear explosion. Tom and Dick Smothers announced this week that they were never really brothers. Snort it, smoke it, shoot it, eat it. I guess the answer's 4. Any other questions? All right, say you're a straight guy, but say you found JFK Jr. like, really dreamy and you wanted to have sex with him. That would make you gay, would it? I mean, come on, look at him. There is a little ritual that the passengers perform upon landing safely from any value jet flight. Rakhmood to Abdul, Rakhmood to Abdul. Doesn't that cloud look like a fluffy little kitten? Over. Unfortunately, without a thumb, it was impossible for motorists to know that Mel was hitchhiking. Timmy always had nightmares after spending the day with Grandpa. Hello, lady. Now, you put a dog in this thing, it comes out a cat. I don't know how the fuck it happens, but it does. All right. Where's my goddamn Leonard Skinner tape? Christ, this is pissing me off. I know it's down here somewhere. I just listened to Freebird yesterday. Fuck, where is it? Where's my... Here we see Shivani Kadakia, one of the 244 competitors in the 70th Annual National Spelling Bee. Shivani made it all the way to the semifinals, only to lose after being unable to spell her own name. Fireplace all clean now, Miss Gifford. Yeah, like that's the big trouble in her life right now. Okay. Sign it to Alex, and could you hurry up, please? You're scaring the shit out of me. And finally, whoo, that is one big motherfucking rat. Guess what, folks? That's the news. I am out of here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.